Are you also one of those guys who bought too many plants during the first lockdown? And now you want to go on holiday, but your bathtub is way too small for all the plants to keep in and keep them watered? And on top of that, you're studying informatics and all your friends have a very, 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 very black thumb as well. Introducing microcontroller engineering. Here you learn all about the crazy stuff of microcontrollers.
One eternity later.
Welcome to the presentation of our project we did during our microcontroller engineering project at the FH Aachen. Together with my colleague Janika, we built our automated watering system with the help of our microcontroller MSP432, the educational booster pack on top of it, the Wi-Fi tick, which we need for our web server that we built, the relay for our pump side, which are currently immersed into water, the PSU we built so we could power the pump side individual from our control side, and the 4 water sensors we used to determine the humidity inside of the earth in our plants. Now, let me show you how the web server looks. We are greeted by a lonely page where you can see all the pumps that are shown. We have 4 pumps connected, so 4 pumps are shown. And we can see the value of our water sensor, which is updated every 5 minutes via the SPI communication between the ESP8266 and our microcontroller board MSP432. On our web server side, we can set each pump in the active or inactive state. The status is shown here. So for example, if I set it to active, it's now active. And in the active mode, the microcontroller checks if the set value for this pump, so you can see we can set a demand for our plant with low, medium or high demand for water, and it checks if the water content in our earth is still fine or not. And if it's not fine, we pump water for 5 seconds into our pot, which is roughly equivalent to 150 milliliters water. Then we wait for 10 seconds for the water to disperse inside the earth and reach the water sensor. So then when we check again for the value, we don't overload our plant with water. In addition to controlling everything remotely via a web page, we could also use a manual mode. We can activate by pressing the bottom button here. Then you can see the red LED is shining brightly. And now we can set all pumps to active with discern. Then the green LED is shining as well. Right now it is yellow because manual mode and all pumps are active is the same command. We can then disengage of our manual mode and only the green LED will be left shining, so you know all pumps are active right now. And if one of our plants needs watering, it will do so automatically. We could also deactivate our all pumps are active mode, and we can control each pump with the joystick. So for example, I can now trigger this pump and I can see water is getting pumped, and I can deactivate it and everything is back to normal again. We can then also just get out of manual mode and set everything as there is. So this is our automatic watering control system we finally learned on how to build.